If uncertainty around weather, rising fuel costs, and inflation wasn't enough, ranchers are now facing another challenge. One that has livestock producers across the South paying very close attention. Because around here, these animals aren't just part of the operation, they're our responsibility. And that's exactly why the new World Screwworm has ranchers paying attention. A single case can quickly turn into a costly problem. Treatment costs, lost performance, veterinary expenses, and in severe cases, the loss of an animal can add up fast. For an industry that already operates on thin margins, an outbreak has the potential to cost ranchers thousands, or much more if it spreads through a herd. That's why the new World Screwworm is something every rancher needs to understand. But for many ranchers, it's about more than money. Animals like Raina aren't just assets on a balance sheet. We watch them grow from calves, monitor their health, and spend countless hours caring for them. The last thing any rancher wants to see is an animal suffer from something that could have been prevented. Come on, cows. Hey, what is up, y'all? It is Ryan with Texas Beef Farm. Today we're going to be talking about the new World Screwworm fly. That's a long name. All right, but what is it and what are your preventative measures to protect your cattle and to protect your pets around your home? Let's talk about it. First of all, what is it? One thing that I could tell you is that it's a parasitic worm that feeds on the tissues of warm-blooded animals. Some of y'all might not know this, but it was a big problem in the 1960s. It was eradicated by the US government in 1966 using sterile flies put into the environment. Now, how serious of an issue is this screwworm? Well, I don't want to find out. Today, we are taking preventative measures to take care of all our cattle and pets. Number one thing we're doing is going through our animals twice a week and spraying them down with fly control. The next thing we have introduced to our herd is IGR, which basically controls the flies from laying babies in their manure.
IGR stands for Insect Growth Regulator. The IGR that we have used in our cattle actually comes in a mineral tub. All the cattle can come up to it, lick it, not only get their minerals and vitamins and all that, they can also receive their IGR as well. The second thing you need to do is walk around and check your cattle. You can see that this cow right here got into something she shouldn't have got into. She's got scratches. She probably bled out at some point. And the thing we're trying to do is prevent these flies from landing on her and letting this thing take control of her body. The third thing you're gonna have to look out for is newborns. Now this isn't a newborn right here, but at some point she was, and their umbilical cords are a prime area for these flies to come and land on and lay their babies to drive into the flesh of these cattle. The next thing you have to look out for are your young bulls getting castrated. When the castration happens, you get an open wound, which is also another area for these flies to come and lay their babies in. Number 4, the next thing you should do is be cautious who you trade cattle with. Us personally, we're not going to be doing any cattle trading in the next year or so until this thing gets under control.
Fly control, keeping open wounds clean, monitoring newborn calves, being cautious about cattle movement. None of these things are particularly complicated, but they do require vigilance. The reality is that ranching has always been a game of managing risk. Weather, markets, drought, predators, disease, there's always something demanding your attention. The new World Screwworm is simply the latest challenge on that list. And while none of us can control where it shows up next, we can control how prepared we are if it does. That's why awareness, prevention, and early detection matters so much. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to follow along with life here at Texas Beef Farm. We'll see you on the next one.